What up, family? A North Carolina woman is watching a 21-year-old girl, right? She got cerebral palsy. That's a disease to where they like they limbs, they can't move, sometimes their brain don't be right, and different stuff like this. Now, how does it been? She left this 21-year-old girl out in the car for 5 hours with no air, no nothing. The girl had 110 temperature degrees from being out there and died shortly after they got her at the hospital. The 5 hours that she left this individual, hey, I didn't try to do what happened. It's so hot outside. I mean, everywhere, almost 100, to where you can't even leave an animal in the car for 5 hours. Not yet another human being. And this individual, like I say, the disease that she got, sometimes their brain don't be right. Their limbs don't be right to even move. Half of them be in wheelchairs, and different things like this. So this individual took advantage, really, of the handicapness of this individual that they had in the car with them that died. Because if you go somewhere for 5 hours and you leave anybody with a conscience know that you can't leave another human being in the hot sun or dog or cat in the car for 5 hours. And there's been so many incidents to where I know this individual would know you don't leave nobody in the house sun. Like, it's been kids die. They even will lock you up behind animals being in the car. And for 5 hours, for a human being that can't help themselves being in the car, then one would think, like, did anybody walk past the car? Did she park this car in the alley or something? Because you would think one in his right mind would be like, it walk past the car and you can see that, this individual got disabilities that's in this high car. One would try to help him. So I'm thinking, well, you had to park in some type of place to where it was like residents, like away from other people, to where they wouldn't even see the individual, the 21-year-old, in the car. And like I say, this disease is so deep to where it play with the brain, it play with your muscle limbs. A lot of them can't move. A lot of them can't think right. She couldn't even think right to even get out the car, just suffering in that heat like that. You dig what I'm saying? 5 hours. Now, one could understand, well, hey, 30 minutes, even that's too long. You go somewhere in 30 minutes, come back out 10, 20 minutes, one still got a chance to live. But as you trying to commit murder, if you let an individual stay in a hot, heated car, 90 degrees weather for 5 hours, yes. It's pretty much, it's a slick way to do it. Because I'm pretty sure that, and she was a care worker for this individual. Now, I'm pretty sure that all summer long, you haven't left your kids, cousins, and nieces and nephews in the car for 5 hours, so you got to know better. Another reason you know better is because you got that job that you got. You had to have a certain type of IQ, to have a certain job, so you know better than not to leave an individual with disabilities in a car like that in hot summer, weather. That's just what it is. And now, she want to deny it, like, hey, it wasn't. But for 5 hours, now one can even understand an hour. But if you done left somebody out in a car for 5 hours, that means you done had 5 hours to think about that person at least once. You're going to retrail your day if you just somewhere for a whole 5 hours. Come on, and you forgot that this individual that's out here disabled is in your car that can't even move. Can you imagine? You know what I'm saying? Not being able to move or really think to get out the car and what's the name. That's a person taking clear-cut advantage of you, because if an individual was able to get out, they would have got out. If an individual were able to think to get out the car, I imagine this individual would have got out. 21 years old. You feel me? Still had a whole full life. This, and a lot of time they be mad at these individuals because they can't control them. They might say certain stuff at certain times, and you know we all have seen it. These caretakers that be with these old people and children, they want to hurt them at the daycares and different stuff like that. People have all type of agendas, man, when it comes to old people, disabled people, and young people. You know what I'm saying? And them people really try to take big advantage of them, be the big giant. And the big giant in this case done called a murder charge, a whole murder charge. You know what I'm saying? For leaving, because the time limit of 5 hours of anybody being out in that sun, I know I can't be out there. Not yet sitting in the car for 5 hours, fam. That's torture. You know, that's torture in this type of weather. What's going on? You know, you might as well just took the can and set somebody on, set them on fire, man. You feel me? It just that you might well just took the can and you know set them on fire. But yeah, this girl died from her injuries being out there 5 hours in the hand of a caretaker that the people even thought her family need to get some compensation because she was in the care of these people employees and lost her life out there 5 hours. You dig what I'm saying? But hey, this how people moving in the world we in, man. Hey, I done seen it all. But make sure you hit that like button, fam, and make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm out.